And now, our feature presentation.
Are they twins or is one just a reflection?
Forget it, Nick.
What is this?
If I can't find a real man, I would rather die a virgin.
Last chance. I'm gonna count to 3.
It's a tummy fry.
Kill a camera.
Hey,
Yeah.
buddy.
Here we are. Here we are.
As you can see, we're joined by.
Can stop that now.
Yes, nothing can stop that now. You heard it right from James Earl Jones, who is no longer a guest on this show,
Yep.
but is now a full member.
That's right. That's right. He's
Dan's-
taken Dan's place. Dan, I guess, won't be joining us tonight unless James Earl Jones has a guest of some kind. Just going to be the 3 of us. James,
Yeah.
do you have a guest tonight?
Your destiny. You know it to be true.
well, let's search our destiny. Let's see if you got a guest there, James. Who you bringing on? We're relying on you.
Oh, what? I think I see.
Come back.
Well, you invited me here. You kicked me out.
Well, I mean, it's
Hi,
nice.
guys.
It's nice of James to invite you back into your house, Dan.
He
Your
told me
former
I
house.
could come in just to watch the show, and then I'm going to have to leave again.
Oh,
You wish.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's not what I wished. That's just what I agreed to.
I mean,
Well,
it sounds like it's your idea from what James is saying.
He even explained
After
what
what
movie we're going to watch or introduce the channel or like do any of the duties that I would normally do here. Like, did he do any of that stuff?
No.
No, he kind of just said vague Sith platitudes. You know how he does.
He made it all about him right from the get-go here.
Right.
Yeah.
That's actually tells the story of James Earl Jones at my house pretty well right there.
And James Earl Jones in general. It's all about James. That's all
Yeah.
about James.
This is good improv watches. We're going to watch something stupid, and then you're going to
Yeah.
watch us watching that stupid thing, making you stupider than us. So,
And if you don't want to miss any stupidity in the future, hit the subscribe button. You'd be foolish not to.
Yeah. Well, you don't want to be an idiot, do you? You don't want to be walking down the street and people yelling at you and calling you stupid idiot face. Then hit that subscribe button, and no one will do that.
That's right. Being called
Yeah.
stupid idiot face is our job.
That's
Right.
right. That's right. So what are we watching today? Let's remind everyone what we're watching.
well, we're watching Cannonball Fever, which is not a pirate
Cannonball.
disease. It's a movie about cars.
Okay, and so this is the third but disowned installment in the Cannonball Run series.
Imagine a movie considered too shitty to be part of the Cannonball Run series.
Well, let me just read you what the little what this would be on the back of the box if you were to get it. A comedy that's over the limit and beyond the law. An illegal race that takes place over the United States, and nothing will stop this bunch of racers except for the occasional cop or damsel in distress. Jackie Chan's car is not in this one, but many new cars make up for that.
Oh, I was
So they
really hoping
tell
the
you-
car would be in it.
Not to disappoint you, but Jackie Chan and his car are not in this one like they were in the last one.
They
But
didn't
don't
even
worry,
mention they didn't even mention Jackie Chan. They just said Jackie
Just his
Chan's
car.
car.
just his car. Who
Jackie
will
may
win?
show up.
Who will crash? Who will not even finish? Sit down, buckle up for the ride of your life. It's a star-studded cast, as well as John Candy. We got Matt Fewer, who's of course Max Headroom and various other things. Joe Flaherty and Eugene Levy from SNL. Lee
SCTV,
Van
actually.
Cleef. Lee Van Cleef, who was the bad in The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. Peter Boyle, who was Frankenstein and the Monster and Young Frankenstein. Brooke Shields, Alyssa Milano. I'm assuming a very young Alyssa Milano. The Smothers Brothers.
Both of them?
Yeah, both of them. Canadian improviser Don Lake, who you may recognize from his work in with Eugene Levy in the various Christopher Guest improvised movies. Jamie Farr, of course. Sherry Belafonte, Harry Belafonte's sister, I think, or maybe daughter, I don't know. And John Schneider, who is Bo Duke from the Dukes of Hazzard. Hopefully he'll be driving a Dukes of Hazzard-like car.
A virtual who's who of people from 40 years ago.
That's right. That's the cast we can look forward to seeing and hear. So I'm looking forward to this.
As you can tell by this intro, this won't be your traditional video. This will be Justin reading the IMDb synopsis, and then we'll be making jokes about it afterwards.
I just want to let people know who they expect to see, because I read the cast list. I'm like, holy shit. There's actually a lot of decently well-known people in this movie. Unlike most of the movies we watch, where you've maybe heard of one person and the rest are just nobodies. They got a cast for this. They had a cast for this movie.
You're right about that. That certainly is star-studded. I haven't seen Cannonball Fever, but I decided in advance of this show I should get cable.
Oh.
So I got cable to come on in here. There's Cable there.
Hey, Cable.
Oh, Cable, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
He came from the future.
Yeah, Josh Brolin himself is there. So he won't be speaking, but he's here, he's lurking in the background. He's not going to stay here or take over my home like some stars do.
Yeah, I'd love to talk to you about that. How do you keep getting all these big-name stars coming through your apartment week after week, and they don't just take over the joint and kind of relegate you to the role of servant boy?
Kidnapping, mostly.
That's how you do it.
I see.
Yeah, get one of their pets or loved ones and kidnap them, and then they appear on the show, and then they... they're forced to because of the kidnapping bit, but
I told James it was kind of like all expenses paid, full accommodations. So maybe that's why he got the idea he could have sex with my wife.
It's worked because he's really moved in. Really it's his house now.
Yeah, I know. That's what the deed says. All right. Well, should we start this movie up here? And
yeah, let's go. Let's start this.
Sad sack shenanigans.
Let's start it up.
And as per usual, we'll go to our favorite place.
The drive-in.
Vroom, vroom.
All right. I got your tickets.
Sure. We're in.
Filmed by
Jim Drake. It's not just a movie. This is a film, gents.
Jim Drake. Oh, yeah. Ba, 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 ba. Well, I don't know why they zoned this one. It seems perfectly good to me so far.
Yeah. You got a car already. What more do you want in a race? Multiple cars. Look at this.
Melody Anderson. So she's the first cast member mentioned. Melody Anderson. Top billing here.
Units 3, 5, and 8 still in hot pursuit of red Lamborghini.
What differentiates a pursuit from a hot pursuit, do you think?
The sexiness of the car, driver, I would guess.
Well, I would hope that in Cannonball Fever, every pursuit's going to be a hot pursuit.
Yeah.
Disappointed otherwise.
Still in hot pursuit.
He said it again. They're still in hot pursuit.
Dirt road, Sarge. If he takes that, he better have water wings. I can remember when my grandfather taught me how to skip stones. You know what he told me?
Always make sure the stone is flat.
Exactly.
Oh, he said never tell anybody about what we do out in these woods.
There you go. The ugly from the good, the bad, and the ugly, ladies and gentlemen.
I like that they're just billed as the Smothers Brothers. They don't even get individual billing. Sherry Belafonte? Who's that?
That's Harry Belafonte's. It's his sister or his daughter or something. She's related to Harry Belafonte, and she was an actress and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harry, Sherry, Terry,
Yeah.
Barry.
Yeah, Larry Belafonte.
Larry Belafonte. There were many Belafontes. Just like there are many Marx Brothers, right? Like it was all the Belafontes, but only the one really made it.
You had Groucho. You had the others.
And so on. Wait, he took that dirt road. But if he took that dirt road, he's going to need water wings, as we've established.
That would not be a good car to take on a dirt road.
No.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Or any road in Edmonton, for that matter.
Destroy it immediately.
Goat trails that we have up here. Oh, Duke. Spinks. That's an interesting one.
That name sounds familiar. Michael Spinks.
Michael Spinks. Ba, 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 ba. They're trying to get away with it.
I bet you they do get away with it.
Somebody might. Somebody must. That's usually how these movies end, that the cops don't arrest everybody.
True.
It's usually some hijinks at the end, you know?
Like the cops get stuck in mud or something, and then everybody gets to get away.
Well, the last ones all ended with some, like, they have to fight mafia or something. I can't, like, they have to team up to stop to do whatever they're doing. And then they continue with the race.
Arm's getting kind of sore, Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I used to say back in the woods too there, Billy. My grandpa didn't let me stop.
Whoa!
He skipped the car across the road.
Car!
That makes sense because it's kind of a flat car, you know?
What's that angle you were talking about, Grandpa?
Okay, was that it for Van Cleef? Was that it for the ugly from the good?
I think it probably was, yeah.
That's his whole part of the movie. Grandpa from Kids Skipping Rocks.
Yeah, they had him for one day.
Valentino?
Just a good old boy.
I think you're still...
Oh.
No. The timing is sluggish. The timing.
There you go. You can take the brother out of the Dukes of Hazzard, but you can't take the Dukes out of the brother.
Yeah. Inconvenient him having to drive with that in the car.
Turned the car into a shirt.
I recognize the guy Valentino who opened the door there.
He was the guy who played Babu on Seinfeld.
That's it. Okay, that's why.
But he's in other stuff too, but that's where he's mostly famously known from.
Yeah.
You were saying something about the preparations a driver must make for this kind of race.
I what?
Yes, you were.
Yes, I was.
You were telling us.
No, if it's an illegal race, why are they being interviewed about it? I mean, presumably he has diplomatic immunity, so it doesn't matter. But I mean, still.
I understand you're racing in this year's Cannonball.
Yes, I am racing in this year's Cannonball.
I knew that.
I didn't know that.
Back to News Central.
Jimmy Farr, everybody.
News Central.
Slinger.
Not all the cars in this movie are flat.
Let's say so you can skip them, Jordan.
Hey, here's Mr. Candy.
There he is.
Watching a little auto erotica there.
Yeah.
Automobile erotica.
It's funny too. Oh. Oh. That's not structurally sound.
That's like a fat guy sitting through a bench times 100 right there. He just sat through the house.
That was epic.
Charlie.
That's amazing.
I didn't know you were in there, I swear.
I hope they didn't blow their load with putting the funniest joke, 5 minutes in?
I'm sure they did. These guys are gonna go away. I'm sure right away.
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
I hope it's the last time we see. This is probably this is it. This is John Candy and Eugene Levy, and then they're not the rest of the movie.
Yeah, it's my favorite thing in the whole wide world. Hey, Charlie, what do you think? Tiffany's just become the new Miss BMW. Congratulations. It's great. Thanks to a little help from you-know-who. So, Charlie...
Who's you-know-who?
We get into the car business together.
I assume it was the air horn.
Jesus. I would say Jesus.
Oh.
He's talking about his love for Christ. This is going to be a Christian movie.
You're still going to school. You're still going to school.
That's why they disowned it. The last Cannonball took this weird turn into... You know, you would have finished the race if you embraced Christ as your Lord and Savior. It's just all talking about the Bible for the rest of the...
Damn it, Eugene, we went over this.
Leo, I had nothing to do with this.
That's okay. It's... I'm used to it. It's nice meeting you, Tiffany.
You're used to knocking entire structures over?
Well, he's a large man.
Tiffany.
This happens all the time. I knock over 3 or 4 buildings a week.
Hey, I'll be right there, honey.
Isn't it amazing? Even 40 years ago, Eugene Levy looked like an old man.
Yeah. He had the brows.
Ah. So where's all the race cars? They're parked out back. Really? Well, here. Park mine, will you? Oh, and Cronin. Yeah. You be careful with that car. Hasn't been broken in yet. I'll treat it like it was my own, Leo.
With McDonald's bags all over it.
That's how you break it in, yeah.
Treat my car. There you go. Candy can drive.
Wow.
Oh, kill him! Maniac!
You know, John Candy didn't do his own stunts, but Eugene Levy did all his own stunts in this movie. When he yelled, "I'll kill him," that was actually him yelling.
Lot's full. I'll leave it here.
You know, if you'd put one scratch on that car.
Yeah? Well, it's just a good thing for you that, that you didn't. Yeah.
Not so tough when the guy's sitting in a room and you have an air horn and you're outside, huh?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a professional bodybuilder, but I'm studying acting. I just...
Yes, the body is the temple of the soul. Drink, I can't. This is for you. I cannot do it the night before the Cannonball run.
Also, you're Muslim and you're not supposed to drink alcohol. That's a thing too, right? Or is it just because of the race?
Of all your ideas, this is the stupidest. We look like cheap hookers.
Oh, now we do not look cheap.
Like expensive hookers.
There you go. That's Harry Belafonte's sister.
Margaret.
Okay.
The darker one.
And the lady on the right looks familiar as well.
Why can't we just go out there and do an intelligent presentation of our decisions?
That's Gary Belafonte's sister.
Because we'll be talking to men. And first we gotta get their attention.
Yeah, and then what, huh? Then they become slobbering, puerile pigs.
You know, you never see men stand in front of a mirror and adjust their testicles in that way.
You never see them, but they do it. What the?
Oh, there's Joe Flaherty.
Joe Flaherty, yep, showing up here on the scene.
Oh, at Matt Fuhr, everybody.
You're in big trouble, Alec. I gotta kill you.
Look, I know Big Wally, and he'd never say kill. He probably said call. That's it. He said call, Alec, and you thought he said kill, Alec.
This is what you're going to stake your life on, is hoping that this gets through?
Well, I mean, it's what other options has he got? You know,
I was like, look over there and then running away. I mean, isn't that a better strategy than?
Well, now, we have a number of products I know you're gonna like, Mr. Gold, but...
Why don't you call me Gus?
All right, Gus. But one of the things I know you're gonna love is our Fuzzbuster.
This just isn't any old Fuzzbuster, Gus. No, it's the best Fuzzbuster ever made.
It identifies a particular molecule unique only to police uniforms.
I don't know if this is a successful sales strategy. I don't think he's listening to a word they're saying about the products that they're offering.
It picks up the radar. It picks up the cops too. You know, their clothes, their shoes, their scarves, hats, ties.
Now, what he's discovered is
I don't think I'd really be doing my job for Ferrari if I didn't take a long, hard look at that equipment of yours.
Well, it's right out in the car. Why don't Lee and I just scoot on out there and get it?
Yeah, well, it's so noisy in here. Why don't you go and get it, and then bring it back to my room, and we'll take a look at it there. I'm in 122.
122?
I'm hearing yes.
Come on, Lee. Grab your coat, dear.
Like blowing bubbles like a teenage girl.
Me dead. Oh, he's 50 grand.
Both.
Dick, this is my big shot. I've got 1,000 on the Jaguar to win.
Are you betting on car races? You never learn, do you, Alec?
Look.
You know, for a hitman who's here to kill him, he's quite nice. You know, having a drink with him, sitting.
8 years.
It's obviously after his clever ruse failed. He's like, come on, don't you die, come on.
12. Right, 8 times 12 is...
What, is this a quiz or something?
8 times 12 is 96.
6.
Right. From there, flip over here. Now, the odds on the Jag are 100 to 1. Take the 96 from here, put it over here, subtract from the 100, and you end up with, sounds like dinosaur, shut the door,
4.
Right. Their odds are 100, my odds are 4. Vic, I can win that race even if that car blows 4 tires and an engine.
Ah.
That didn't sound sound to me. I don't know. I'm not a car race expert, but I don't think Max Headroom knows what he's talking about.
His way to pay off his gambling debt is more gambling.
Well, that's what you do. That's what they say, Jordan. Throw good money after bad. That's the
This
advice
time
they
it's
give
a
you.
sure thing, though.
The world get out to the right people. They'll bankroll us. We'll become millionaires.
Who are these? Who are these shifty customers?
You girls bring a device?
Yeah, one Fuzzbuster coming up.
No, put them back on.
Hey, join me in the jacuzzi?
That's strange. That only happens when there's cops around. What y'all got underneath that towel?
A cop car?
How does it tell? Like I could see like it could detect like cop radar, but you're telling me that device actually tells cops, like can sense a cop.
Yeah, it detects
Like-
their clothes and their shoes and stuff. That's what they were saying.
Huh. I wasn't listening because they're attractive, so of course
Yeah,
I was not
totally
listening.
understandable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear police are attractive. You know, they got the gun, the
That sense of
uniform.
that's a power, you know.
I am a man with a lustful appetite.
So is this like a raid, or are these police going to arrest because it's an illegal race? So everyone, all the good racers are going to be arrested, and so it'll only be like the shitty racers that are left.
That's how they get
Okay.
around
That
it being a good movie.
Is that what's going to happen here? Attack!
I was just gonna say, do they yell attack usually when they start a raid?
They yell that. I think they usually just they just kind of yell go. Or
I can just somebody screaming it in the window.
like that's the kind of thing Megatron would yell. I don't know about police officers.
Well, any one of these vehicles could be a Decepticon. I mean, you never know.
Spiro Edsel.
Chief Spiro Edsel, President of
Oh.
the Fraternal Order of Police Chiefs of the United
There's
States.
Don Lake.
Chief,
Yep.
in conducting this raid, aren't you arresting people before they break the law?
Preemptive strike.
Why wait till the snake?
And Peter Boyle.
Huh.
Get out of here. Get in there. Get in.
Young Frankenstein.
Yeah.
He'll be seeing Judge Henry.
Judge Henry, the hanging judge?
And when he's through with him, there'll be the appellate court.
No, the hung judge. He used to do porn.
And then the Supreme Court. This scum is mine for the next 3 years.
Somehow the police knew that they were here. Maybe there was because there's a national news broadcast where they interviewed the Sheik himself. Go figure.
The race doesn't even really seem that illegal, does it?
Yeah, apparently it's an illegal to because I mean there's no regulations or anything, right? It's just cars driving very fast, recklessly across the country.
But they still ran the race anyway. It cost me $1,000 American to get back the Lamborghini. I'm at the police station right now. Donato, listen to my lips. We don't have a driver. Basta. I don't care what you say. I'm coming home. You wouldn't do that. Not your own brother. Donato. Donato! Scusi. Wrong way.
This guy just
there.
Yeah, I think it's just a cop overhearing him talk about not having a driver because he wants to participate in an illegal race. I thought the cop was going to say, "I overheard you saying you don't have a driver." I've always kind of always wanted to do this. I thought that's what I thought was going to happen there. But
Jack,
I've seen this guy in things too.
this important moment in history has been permanently canceled.
On the left.
You know it's a real tragedy for you, Jack.
No, the guy in this orange jacket guy.
Oh yeah, I've seen him for sure.
Jack, it's over. We are going home.
No, it isn't. AC, unpack. We are not leaving.
AC, pack. We are leaving. Jack!
well, I don't know, miss. He's a man, so I should probably listen to him.
I can't let you do it, Mick. You'll hate yourself in the morning. Mick, I was just kidding.
Well, I gotta say, I know it's for comedic effect, but like Joe Flaherty does plays it looks like a decently tough person. You know what I mean?
He makes a good tough guy.
I'm buying it. I'm buying this.
Snap your neck real clean.
He did tough guy on SCTV a bunch too. Actually, now that I think about it.
Yeah.
The belt. Talk about this, Vic.
He's a very nice. I met him in real life. He's a very, very nice man. He's a very sweet guy.
He didn't start strangling you with a belt the moment you saw him?
No, he doesn't. No.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, give me my pants. Let go of it. Let go of the pants. For you to bite them.
Oh no! Oh dear! I've apparently walked in on a homosexual situation. How awkward for me. Oh well, I'd better leave the bathroom.
Oh, thank God! It was just somebody being murdered with a belt.
Is that you? How have you been?
No, that's good, actually. No, this bloody race thing's driving me around the bend.
Really?
Yeah, well, first it's on, then it's off, then it's
I feel like that's a lot more crotch thrusting than I'd do for a strangulation.
Yeah. Maybe from behind, probably.
Hi, Barrington. This is Vic. DeRubis. DeRubis. From the house of DeRubis. Vic's my... Hey, Clive, he was just...
That's a hitman mistake right there. You never strangle the victim with your own belt. You strangle them with their belts.
There you go. By the way, it's their
pants don't
pants that
fall down. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Then they can't run away because their pants are on the ground.
I mean, so I hear.
Well, the damn thing can go 145 miles an hour. And they're letting us go off at 100 to 1.
You know what? To this guy's credit, he didn't mention whatsoever what was going on when he walked in the room.
Yeah,
he just turned totally around to car racing. He's like, I don't want to have any... This is car talk.
I thought it was going to be that typical thing where the guy sees it and goes, "Oh my God," and act awkward and leaves, and that's literally the whole joke. I thought that's what that was going to be, but apparently,
this is even more
apparently
unusual though.
It's beyond that, which is
That's even more unusual there. Like whether you saw a guy getting blown in the bathroom or getting strangled in the bathroom, that's something you're like, okay, something's going on here.
Yeah, I'm gonna stop and ask about this.
I tried him. He doesn't like me.
By the way, did he just say the car goes 145 miles an hour as if it's an impressive thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, what do you want me to do? You want me to grab any more of
I think it's kind of like money. You know, back then, 145 miles an hour would have been worth like 200 miles an hour
Yeah,
today.
there you go.
Isn't
Impressive.
145 miles an hour pretty fast though? Still?
Well, I mean, it's still pretty fast, but I mean, now there's cars that easily hit 200, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
That is weird. That's very weird because I always thought that you didn't like me. How about that?
I don't like you. Called it.
Wow. Whoa. What? No, it's just I've always considered you my closest and dearest friend, Charlie.
To say how much of his identity was based on this friendship.
Come on, you're not serious. You know I hate you. No, didn't get it. Come on. Leo, I've always hated you. Why do you think I played all those tricks on you?
Okay, well, maybe 145 is pretty impressive. That's like 200. That's 230 kilometers.
Yeah.
An hour. Okay, so you know what? I take that back. That's actually really fast.
That's pretty fast.
I guess Canadian, it just doesn't sound that because you always forget, you know.
Oh, miles to kilometers.
Yeah.
Hey, Leo, I am so sorry. No, I am. Leo, I feel terrible. Please, You know what? Forgotten. Yeah. We're friends. Helping friends. Isn't that what it's all about, Charlie? Huh? Yeah, right. Can I buy you a drink, friend? Yeah. Sal, what are you having, friend? Whatever you're having. Bourbon and Clamato.
Bourbon and Clamato.
You okay?
I love a drink.
Disgusting.
Looks like you're down to no chips here, huh, pal?
What my friend is trying to tell you is that you've got two terrific drivers right under your cute little nose.
Yeah, okay. You girls have had your little joke, all right? What you don't understand is this is a very sophisticated piece of equipment. I can't entrust it to a couple of...
So did they have sex with this guy, or what the hell?
I don't think so. I think they saw the cops, and then now his driver's been arrested, so they're trying to convince him to let them drive the car.
Okay.
Okay, stop fooling around. Let me out of the car.
I thought the complicated piece of machinery he was talking about was his penis.
It's very complicated, and that it's very often doesn't work properly and needs several people to make it operate.
It's like, you know how those cars that have a special way to start them up? It's like his penis too. It's got a special trick you gotta do.
I like that there's still like a big sign for the start of the race. Like the cops arrested all the drivers, but
Illegal
I mean, no one
race
took any
here,
stuff down.
everyone! Illegal race right here!
Come and see it.
Don't worry, Leo, old buddy. I'm gonna take good care of it for you. Yeah, that's good, Charlie. Where's your passenger?
Yeah, you'd think they'd want to trick the cops and have the start line say finish.
Or no race here.
Yeah. Now you're thinking. Now you're thinking.
I want some goof sitting next to me all the way to California. Throwing my timing right off. Ah, there she is. She who? Your passenger, Tiffany. Tiffany? Mind you, another person in the car would be company.
He likes his friend's girlfriend.
Tiffany, honey. You remember Charlie, our driver?
Hello again, Mr. Cronin.
Hello. 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 Charlie, you remember Tiffany?
Yes. Oatmeal. I forgot to add the water.
Oh, John Candy.
You know what? Everybody knows a fat guy's never eaten oatmeal before, John. Come on.
Make the remote secure, please.
No problem. Want to hand me that ratchet? Oh, never mind. See it. See, I told you to trust me. We got our race. We're gonna be rich. And you got rid of those ridiculous glasses.
No, I kind of need those to drive, stupid.
Feel right.
Sweetheart, all I said was that I have certain needs, and I'm attracted to you, and when you don't put out, you know, I mean, really.
But you're married.
In name only. The lawyers are drawing up the papers as we speak.
I just don't feel right.
Honey, I got you your Miss BMW title. You got some nice little prizes, didn't you? I got you a contract for a hit TV show. I mean, you owe me. You know, I scratch your back, and you can scratch whatever the hell you like.
Want to open the trunk?
Yeah, sure.
we expecting a cooler or like what?
Yeah, I don't. Is that her stuff?
Open
Is
the
that what's
trunk
going
and
on?
then it holds up the cooler. It's like, oh, okay. Explain it.
Probably just assumed there was food in there and was like, yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course I want that.
You're gonna love California. You're gonna have your
So
own.
why does he need another like a passenger? Why does he want his model girlfriend in like just to get her away so he can cheat on her with people or?
Oh, I think he's married too. Is the thing.
Yeah.
I think it's to balance out the car because you want weight on both sides, you know.
Business. Is everything all right there? You're right. It's none of your business. Anything else about my personal life you want to know? Yeah, it's this job.
Guy kind of looks like Joe Flaherty in the hat there, but
He
short.
does,
Yeah.
You don't trust me. I didn't say
Or if it's his brother, Mo Flaherty.
Take some steel spikes and just drive them into my chest. Come on, I didn't mean that. Oh, you like hurting me? I don't like hurting you, all right? I used to
I like it when you hurt me.
quit my job.
You could do it again anytime you want.
200 G's a year. He's the official driver for BMW. He's got a place in Malibu. I mean, come on. Oh, things are moving a little fast for me.
What does James Earl Jones think? Is that Joe Flaherty's brother?
I guess.
Nothing can stop that now.
I guess he's been declared his brother regardless.
There you go.
Alec? Did you talk to Big Wally?
Yeah. I told him you got away on me. He was very unhappy.
Trust me, it's the brightest move you ever made.
Yeah. Well, meanwhile, my reputation as an enforcer has been
His
permanently.
accent is very half-assed that he's doing
It
here.
really is. It really is. He's
Everyone's happy.
I don't even know why he's doing it. Really, I mean,
I get 35. You get 15.
Isn't that what I just said?
You just said we'd split it.
But I didn't say we split it evenly. You get 15 and I get 35.
Right.
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 And if we don't win,
And you kill me.
right.
Right.
Okay, good. Win-win.
Good. He just Bugs Bunny'd you there, buddy.
With only one turn in it too, he didn't even have to
That's
go
right,
back and
yeah.
forth a few times.
Yeah.
What's going on?
We are going to be in the Cannonball.
What?
In the news van?
Whole race live.
Animal House.
Oh, is that where he's from? Animal House?
Yeah. He's the Animal House guy.
Okay.
Duncan would never go for this.
You think I'm lying?
Yes.
Why don't we just phone Duncan then, huh?
Okay. Let's phone Duncan.
Okay.
Yeah. Phone Duncan.
Okay, all right.
Hi, Duncan. Yeah, it's me, Jack. Did I wake you up?
Hello?
You're gonna have to speak up. I can't.
He just dialed a random number.
Yes, yeah. AC did that something special to the van. We're ready to go. We just have one problem. Heather doesn't want to do it.
I didn't say that.
Now I'm getting a different story.
Oh, is she that dumb that she doesn't even bother to like check that she's talking to Duncan?
No, I don't think she's wearing one.
What did he want?
He said he had AC do something special to the van, but Heather didn't want to do it.
I'll tell her.
Oh, they're gonna obsess over that for the rest of their lives.
Who was that?
She fell for it. But like I gave a pretty convincing somebody on the other end performance. He wasn't like, what's that? You want me to tell her that we should go on the trip?
Yeah.
Okay, I'll tell her. You don't want to talk to her? Okay. Goodbye.
You punch in when you start, you punch out when you hit the Santa Monica Pier.
And again, this is a private race. This is a secret illegal race. Don't tell anyone. The cops arrested all the drivers from yesterday.
Have a nice day.
Hey, there you go.
And what?
They've got
Mother's brother.
Champion downhill skiers, 2 Olympic gold medals.
You got a yo-yo. He's yo-yoing out the side.
Yay!
Pulitzer, babe.
What people demand, goddammit. We got like a Munsters car there. I know people who have met the Smothers. I'm a big Smothers Brothers fan. I know people who've met them, and they all say the same thing, that Dick Smothers is the nicest guy in the world, and Tommy Smothers is an absolute fucking asshole.
Really?
Yeah.
I know they gave Bob Einstein and a few others their start in comedy. They were doing comedy shows.
They did, yeah. Bob Einstein wrote for them. Yeah.
Yep.
It'd also be a really good nickname for two twin serial killers who only smother their victims. The Smothers Brothers.
Smothers Brothers. Yeah, they did. They sued. They sued the comedians. Hey, we had it first.
$1 billion. A great body is a terrible thing to waste. Sorry, I give up racing.
Thanks for being here, Sheik. You've been incredibly useful to the movie.
There you go. Thanks, Klinger.
You know, the irony is his character is a boob.
No.
Move over. Move over.
That is the cop.
It's not my fault. My brother Donato.
That is the cop who overheard him on the phone. He does want to drive for him.
Got a need to drive a car.
Yeah.
I got a need to go fast.
Come on, we got some catching up to do.
All he has to do is learn how to drive a car.
Because he's clearly a motorcycle cop with his helmet and everything. So that is exactly what they did. The cop wants to be in the Cannonball Run. What happened to Bo Duke? Why isn't he driving the car?
Arrested.
He was just testing it? Kidding? Oh, he was arrested? Okay. I didn't see them arrest him.
That's how they got rid of a bunch of the big stars.
Yeah, they arrested him out the bat.
Huh.
Surely they could have afforded Bo Duke.
Sure, maybe now, but back then, during his prime?
I'm floored that, Good, the Bad, and the Ugly guy was literally just Kid Skipping Rock Grandpa. Did you really need to shell out for him? For Kid Skipping Rock Grandpa?
Well, it destroys the movie if it's not him.
How about we start off with a few green lights?
It changes traffic lights, too, which are not run on a computer at this time, as far as I know.
Let's separate the man from the girl. Time for
That's nice of the illegal race to obey the street laws.
To a T, though, too. Like, it was just turning yellow, and he's like, I still better stop. Even though he could have made that. I could have made that one.
There, that Beamer is
destroyed.
Get another car, everybody.
What are you doing? I mean, are you crazy? Relax. We got plenty of time. Got a brilliant idea. Well, so far I don't like it. Well, so far you haven't even heard it. Okay, what is it? I'll tell you when we get to the airport. Airport? What airport? The Dulles Airport. Are we going to Fresno? Fresno? Who said anything about Fresno? Did I say anything about Fresno? Well, you said the Dulles Airport. The Dulles Airport I know is in Fresno. I didn't say Dulles. I said Dulles. Read my
Oh, boy.
Classic stuff.
I could watch that for 90 minutes. That'd be good.
Yeah. There you go. His Smothers Brother. Instead, we'll just play live at the Purple Onion for the rest of the duration of the movie.
Hey, yes, sir. This here's Wardle Fleen out in Alexandria. Yes, sir. Well,
A master of accents here.
Just wanted to show his range.
There you go.
Kind of a Betty White.
Betty White.
It's a red fish.
Oh, he has a phone, so he's going to call on his competition and tell them where...
All my wallpaper temples were in the back. Come on, officer, live up to that badge.
So, Vic, what do you think of my idea now of writing down the license plate numbers?
Yeah, that's a good idea. How many times are you going to bring it up? The license plate is as follows.
You know what we haven't brought up? How is it that Betty White exists in this universe?
True.
Why are we going to Vegas?
She was a television personality. She was a well-known television personality at this time. So
why spend the night? It's so boring.
It is boring, yeah.
So we play a little crap, see some old friends.
And make some new friends.
Make some new friends. Tomorrow we go to the airport.
Yo-yo!
Yo, the Yo-Yo Man.
Drive across the finish line, refreshed, relaxed, and with hours to spare. Why'd I doubt you? Will you forgive me? Remember, you got that sloan.
Well, so are you.
Van Sloans never have to ask for forgiveness.
That's right. We buy it.
We buy it, that's right.
So their plan is to fly, and then they have, oh, I see. They've taken their license plate off. They have an identical car waiting for them.
Yeah.
You really want to win this thing, don't you?
I guess there's no way for them to prove that they didn't, they didn't drive it.
There's no GPS at this time. There's no cameras they can employ. There's nothing. No drones they can fly over top.
That's just a figure of speech. I'd like to have grandchildren one day, but I'm not a grandfather now. No.
Oh.
Forgive me, I'm really pretty, but very stupid.
That's okay.
It's important to have things in your life that are, important.
And suddenly Seymour is standing beside me.
Что мне с этим делать? Если ты хочешь чего-то добиться, тебе нужно подумать о своем имидже. Это я точно
But
знаю.
I don't like dogs. I have a congenital allergy. It's nothing personal.
That little dog is going to get you elected to the Senate. It's like Richard Nixon's checker speech.
Richard Nixon is my idol.
America loves dogs. Spiro Edsel loves dogs. Ah, Spiro Edsel. A real American with a Mexican Chihuahua.
I like it. Wait a minute. This dog could be a possible illegal alien.
It shows that you're very open to the good neighbor policy.
Right. International diplomacy. I love it.
Phil, get some shots of this. Here we are, Chief.
That guy was pretty funny on Space Force, sir.
Now show him you mean business.
Oh, that's right. He was on that, wasn't he?
Like Don Lake, you mean? Not this bald guy, but the other bald guy? Yeah, he's always funny and everything. He's in he's been in I think almost all of those Christopher Guest improv movies, right? Like Mighty Wind and Best in Show and all those, yeah.
Right. No one messes with Spiro Edsel. Let the word go forth from this time and this place. Shoot this, shoot it. The torch has been put to a new generation.
I got goosebumps.
That man speaks dog.
That's brilliant.
Do you ever worry about the axle?
The axle?
It suddenly just snapped in half like a...
I would worry about that axle after that jump you took. Yeah, for sure, I would.
Yeah, but it could have some kind of flaw in it. Something they forgot at the factory.
No, I don't think so. I wouldn't worry about it. It's not going to happen.
Jeez, you're supposed to be Miss BMW here. Talk up the quality of the car, not how it's likely to fall apart.
What about the other cars?
They say a lot of people commit suicide in their cars. They just go out into the highway and drive into the oncoming traffic. They're wham! It's all over.
You're a barrel of laughs, aren't you?
What if a tire blows? At this speed, we could be dead.
You want to lighten up, huh? All right, I guess maybe we could blow a tire, and maybe the axle could snap, and maybe some nut could come running right into us, and maybe the world could end. But you and me worrying about it isn't going to make any difference. Let me tell you something else. You're really bumming me out with all this paranoid stuff. You understand? Look, if I'm going to win this race, I've got to be loose. I must be relaxed, and I'm getting too tense now. You're getting me all nervous. I can't breathe.
I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay. I got asthma, and I just... You get me tense, and I'm like,
I think it's unfair to blame this 5-second interaction for the heart pains you may be feeling here.
Yeah. That could have other. There could have other causes.
There could be other consequences for that.
Well, breathe. That's always. I read somewhere that's very.
I mean, maybe you should have paid attention to them now, because later in life they were going to come up again, and it was unfortunate. depressed a whole nation for a good month after that.
That's true.
Focus on this race. I don't mean to yell at you or anything like that. Tiffany,
he looks though like when he was in those other movies we saw, he looked really young. Here he looks like he did when he became a big star. So I think that he must have done this. He must have just been on the verge of like breaking out, right?
This happened while SCTV was going on, so that's why they got Eugene Levy and Joe Flaherty and everything. It was being filmed around the same area as these guys were doing their thing.
Watch it. Go ahead.
Yeah, okay.
Just like bring
so
him
he
on.
was like Splash was probably right around the corner. Stripes was probably right around the corner.
Yeah, he was just about to blow up on this here.
Oh, it's Alyssa Milano. She's driving the truck.
Why didn't you go back to Sweden, you bunch of yodelers?
No Swede is gonna pass an American.
Does have a lot of power.
Listen, honey, I know you're
fucking Swedes.
to drive an American vehicle, okay? Hell, you get 30,000-mile warranty, and I'm not talking about your kilograms or your liters or your Celsius or any of that foreign fake crap. All right, put your foot down.
All that Swedish junk.
Was he trying to sell her the car?
I think so, yeah. It's a test drive, maybe?
Bear down, woman, bear down.
Yeah, but he's not selling her no filthy Swedish car, I tell you that.
Yeah. But she's not even in the race. She didn't punch her ticket.
Cops? Some friend you turned out to be.
Step on it, step past it. Lie. They're a bunch of garlic eaters.
A bunch of garlic eaters? What the hell? Is
Italian
this guy a
this time.
vampire? Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, Mama in a pound. Don't worry, I can catch her.
Oh, because a Ferrari's an Italian car.
Yeah, that's why. It's the cars he doesn't like.
Okay, pick the foot up. We're doing over 90.
Oh, now he's worried. Now he's all excited. Like, no, I'm gonna do this.
Like you said, we gotta get those Italians.
Actually, I think that was an American kid.
I'm gonna get those Italians! Yeah, kill them!
Yeah, Alyssa Milano.
Slow down.
I think we should pass it, just in case.
I don't think so. I definitely don't think so. Let's go!
Show him the power of a Chevy.
Slow down. Slow down.
Ain't got nothing like that in Italy.
That was a Chevy Nova?
Yeah, there was a
That must be one frustrating thing as a bald man, is when you sweat, you've got more head to wipe.
Oh, yeah. On the other hand, it evaporates, so maybe you're cooler.
Got a cool head.
Yeah. Don't get that icky, like, oh, it's all in my hair feeling.
Yeah, it's like soggy, yeah.
Yeah. Or you can put your gum up there, too. You don't have to worry about stuff.
Or you could sleep with gum, and you wouldn't have to worry.
Yeah.
Vic, you speak French.
I'd swallow it. That would be very good.
Yeah, but you won't
All right,
die. I'd rather swallow gum than get gum in my hair.
What's his plan here? Is he going to try to jump onto the ferry?
He's going to skip it.
Look, there's a bird nesting.
Wow.
Jeez, he destroyed that jump. Didn't need the ferry at all.
What's the point of that ferry? Cars could just do that.
Yeah, piece of cake.
He just came back to taunt the ferryman here now?
In a hurry, aren't you? Yeah. You got a problem with that?
My good man, how would you like to earn $100?
What?
Some friends of ours will be arriving on the other side very shortly, and we'd like you to stall them. Sort of a joke.
Why are they all taking a ferry? Like, isn't there faster ways to get, like, this is a race. Why go somewhere where you know you're going to have to take a ferry? Take a road.
Can't literally every other card use that same jump that they just jumped?
Against regulations.
Regulate.
Especially that car that skipped across the water.
Yeah.
Regulations, eh?
He's so used to killing that he's killed the boat.
Yeah, there you go. And now you don't have to pay anybody anything. See?
Not how I would have handled it.
Roughed up the boat.
Now drown him!
Ta-da. Let's go. I'll drive. All right. You drive.
Well, nobody's really taking this race very seriously, in my estimation.
No.
Are we supposed to be in this race, Jude? We haven't seen anybody for about 2 hours.
There they are. What'd I tell you? Now where are they going?
Ah! He turned and she stayed still. Fell. Classic.
At least this doomer fell asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, really. Okay, so is he trying to stay awake there, or was he trying to stop himself from staring at her boobs?
I think he's trying to stop himself from staring at her and getting distracted.
That's what I thought.
I don't know. She mentioned suicide earlier. A lot of people just drive right into a truck, you know?
Like, hey, I never thought of that.
Was that the truck he almost hit? Did he turn around and was like, I'm going to get that guy?
Yeah.
Is that what's happening here?
He's going back for the breasts.
Yeah. I want to see what he was staring.
It's like Final Destination, you know, a suicide unfulfilled. Now the truck really wants to get in on the suicide.
Yeah. And how's the truck managing to catch a BMW?
The truck is just, catching up, destroying him, actually.
He's had to...
Not just a BMW, Justin. A BMW is supposed to be in a race. So it should be going extra fast.
Yeah, one would think.
What is that guy trying to do?
They got all the brands here. They got the BMW, the Ford, the Chevy, the Ferrari.
Yeah. Yeah, it seems like, like each... It's like a different representative from each car, it seems like. I didn't know that was a factor in the...
Bread and water, Val. I'm a cop, remember? So what? You don't get no bribes, huh? Nobody offers. So go be cop in New York, Chicago, huh? Chicago. So long, suckers! He's passing us! Hey! Come on.
Wouldn't that car be much faster?
I don't know.
He's dropping it. Dropping into second gear here.
Well, that was Matt Fewer was saying about the power of his car, that he statistically has a higher chance. Remember, it goes 145 miles an hour.
Oh, that's right.
I thought this car was supposed to be fast. Keep your belt on,
Sucker, this!
It's just going faster. I thought... You know, he said, sucker this, and then you expect him to, like, throw something out the window, but it's just like, no, I'm going to go faster then.
Yeah, no, I'm just going to move, yeah.
Answer yes or no. You don't have anything planned for after this race, do you?
Yes, I'm going to kill you. This is a weird subplot. You know, the truck chasing the...
Just keep your mind on the road.
That cigarette's going to wake her up. Who doesn't love the smell of a delicious cigarette when you're in a car?
Yeah.
My folks loved the smell so much they would roll the windows up and then light a few, you know?
It's funny when like all the smoking stuff, like illegal to smoke in restaurants and bars and stuff. You know, all the smokers complained, but then it wasn't too long after where they all went, you know what? You know, we're not going to complain anymore. It's actually, we agree, it is much more pleasant. You know?
Yeah, in restaurants and bars, it actually is.
Do you guys see what happened there? He dropped his cigarette in between her legs there.
Yeah, so now he's going to have to go get it.
It's not sexual assault thing, it's just a lit cigarette. See, that's all.
Those aren't pillows.
And now that truck was presumably carrying a load. I mean...
That can wait.
He's going to be late.
I've got to kill 2 people right now.
What are you doing?
Cigarette.
You know, it's too hard to explain. I was sexually assaulting you. It's just too hard to explain.
The end of my cigarette, it fell between your legs and I was trying to get it before it burned you.
Go ahead, take a look.
I mean, okay, let's say I accept that. Why was your hand or mouth or whatever you were using a cigarette between my legs like that?
yeah.
Now what?
The engine overheated.
That makes the two of us.
We're losing power.
What is in that truck that it's able to keep up with this car like that?
Got nitro. This truck should be in the race.
Yeah.
You know, all you'd have to do is veer off on another road, because the truck would then have to slow right down to turn,
yes.
And it takes a long time for a truck to get up to speed again.
Yeah.
You did it, Charlie.
What did he do?
You could
He
also-
got rammed enough to get away? He didn't do anything.
You could also go into one of those parking lots that says small car only.
Yeah, there you go. He'd be screwed. He wouldn't be able to follow you into that.
Don't make me beg.
Okay, just a little bit. But just a little.
That feels good, Charlie.
You're
what just
a weird
happened there?
chick. I don't know. She was aroused by the speed or something. I don't know. She's a weird chick.
They got like one person from the movie Crash, you know, with the Cronenberg movie Crash in here.
Here we go, Chief. It's showtime.
They don't knock until you tried it.
As you can see, the cannonballers are fanning out, but not for long. I'm shutting down every highway in the country, except for one road. Interstate 70, the American Northern Route. Baker, California. That's where they're headed, but they don't know it yet. But I know it. And we'll all be there to greet them. With cars.
Move out of the way, Lake. Just sit down.
Choppers. And television. And radio and newspapers, right, white man?
Absolutely, Chief. Yeah, it's Whitman.
Whitman, right. Worldwide coverage.
that was
pretty solid, yeah.
That was good delivery on Lake's part there. That's
of God's green earth. Oh, say, can you see
by the dawn's early light, why so proudly we hail.
Why did that happen just then?
I don't know. This is very patriotic, I guess.
Patriotism, yeah.
Route 80. Gotta go around. Route 80 this way.
You could just set up like a police barricade and, you know, and just catch them all. I mean, it's pretty, like you're doing this. Just set up policemen in all those places.
Yeah, I mean, it's fortunate that people who are running the illegal race are willing to stop at the barricades.
Yeah.
We've been listening to the news on the radio, and they haven't said anything about it. No rain, there's no wind.
Hey, I just follow orders.
Yeah, so how do we get around?
Well, you can hang a left.
Thank you.
And then...
Oh!
Even the news van is willing to break the barricades here.
You know, you're a cop. You got a motorbike. Go chase him.
Right. A cop.
No, he's got to do this for a while first. He's got to like shake his fist at him from far away for a while.
See?
Before he can escalate to getting on the motorcycle.
Oh, Mr. O'Neill. Thanks, kid. It's just a little something I like to call instinct. All the great reporters have it. But it's more than that. It's, what's the word?
Oh, so that was legitimate. There was actually a thing. All the rest were fake, but this one was actually a thing.
Hey guys, I hear that river did its own stunts in this movie.
Wow, I thought it looked CGI'd, but that's amazing.
Let's get just some Lamborghini.
Yeah, a lot of times they'll call in a stunt river to fill in, but no, not this time.
I heard the river got a bit injured doing the stunt too, so it
It did, yeah.
yeah.
They almost shut down production because the Rivers family sued the movie.
Yeah, so it stopped being a river after a while. It started to become a tributary. Just couldn't handle being a river anymore after that. Wasn't able to keep its flow up anymore.
Oh, I see. He did that to lose the cop. I'm like, you're in front of them. What happened? But he did that to lose the cop.
Ooh, look at that. He's going to go onto the car, I bet.
There you go. That's smart.
Or the truck, I guess you call it.
Yeah, ride him, cowboy. This is Red Dog on your tail. Trying to lose a Smoky. Can you help me out?
I hear you, son.
I am a Smoky, by the way.
Oh, totally. I'll do this reckless, dangerous thing to help a stranger fugitive out. No problem.
It's genius.
Is it going to be like Spy Hunter where he goes in and he comes back out and now he's like a boat and has machine guns?
Oh, probably an upgraded car. That's what'll happen. The cop's on there too. He's pulling him over on the...
What do you know? Now that we're out of...
Wow.
You're out of your jurisdiction. Capiche?
Just like that, they ride free. I was gonna say walk free, but they were sitting in the car.
Oh, look, it's a milk truck / gasoline truck from the other gas movie with me watching. How he made.
Look at that.
It's a shared universe.
Crossover.
4-1, I told you, Vic. If you've got it, flaunt it.
You know, doesn't jurisdiction seem like the dumbest thing in the world? It's like, oh, sorry, we had the guy who killed your mom. He was right there, but then he like walked across an imaginary line, so nothing we could do.
That's the thing with American. It's because the states each, when they agreed to join the union, as long as they kept a certain amount of autonomy.
Yeah.
So the laws vary so much from state to state. It's ridiculous.
There's different attitudes towards mother murdering.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we kind of have that in provinces as well, but I don't think it's as bad. The Mounties can get you no matter where you go.
Yeah.
Yeah, the RCs.
Yeah.
I was thinking we should do a sketch about a police force that prides themselves in never arresting anyone because they chase them out of their jurisdiction all the time.
Yeah.
Our crime rates are so low.
Come on, you
Just tore apart his car with his bare hands.
Like Eugene Levy's just an angry, angry man.
Oh, for sure he is. And then Joe Flaherty here, he's also pretty pissed off.
Oh, sorry.
Eugene Levy's just mad about the eyebrows.
It's the wrong Lamborghini.
There was two Lamborghinis part of this small truck stop.
Check the registration.
Good night, champ. Come again.
My car. My car.
And they're not being very casual.
Yeah, the only reason he knows it's you is the way you're acting right now.
Would you go ahead, rip into me? I deserve it. I screwed up. I almost got us killed.
You were right.
I was?
You were. A good reporter follows their instincts.
Yeah, even though you have shitty instincts.
I don't care what happens. For the first time in my life, I feel like a real news reporter.
So I'm gonna gussy myself up. Brooke Shields, everybody.
Yep.
Yeah.
Welcome to our Las Vegas to Los Angeles Flight 116. As you all know, this is an economy flight, so don't expect a lot of extras. In fact, if we make it at all, consider that a bonus. Come on, people, it's a joke. I'm kidding. Hey, I'm talking here. Your respect, please. Okay, as far as our safety procedures. Who are we kidding? If you wanted safety, you wouldn't be flying with us, right?
Hey, I have a great idea. Let's hire model-turned-actress Brooke Shields and give her like a comedy bit. Don't worry. I'm sure it'll kill. Can she do comedy? Oh, she's pretty. She's bound to be able to.
Yeah, she's real pretty, and you know what? Put a lot of clothes on her too.
Yeah.
Just cover her on up there.
Yeah, give her hilarious, bit that would be really good given to like a good comedian, and just let her do it.
In fact, have her do it in front of the Smothers Brothers.
Two very gifted comedians. It'll work.
Besides, I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing bit parts in movies.
Oh, it's not that bad. It sounds good to me. Yeah.
Okay, we should go back and watch that scene again because I think there's some pretty serious meta comedy going on there.
Yeah.
Okay, as far as our safety procedures. Who are we kidding? If you wanted safety, you wouldn't be flying with us, right? Was there something I could do for you, gentlemen?
Excuse me, I've seen you before. Aren't you,
Still am. Oh, Brooks! It's Brooke, lady. Not Brooks. Brooke. There is only one of me.
Brooke Shields. That's Brooke Shields. Yeah.
Well, don't mind me asking, but why, I mean, your work, I mean, what do you,
After 4 years of Princeton, my professor suggested I seek higher goals. So I figured, what better place? You know, to keep my face in the public. And besides, I don't want to spend the rest of my life doing bit parts in movies.
Oh, it's not that bad. It sounds good to me. Yeah.
That was just weird.
That did not belong in this movie.
Why would you do that?
This is a hijack. We're going to Nicaragua.
Could we make that El Salvador?
Well, what do you mean?
Costa Rica.
And my mother lives there.
What? The Bahamas.
American
Make up your mind.
Help me! Get it!
It's not a horrible idea for a sketch, is negotiating with the terrorists on where you're going to end up.
Like, yeah, I don't mind. I'm willing to like let you hijack the plane, just to maybe take us somewhere cool. This is Airplane all of a sudden. And now the plane's in the Cannonball run.
This is economy. They have to drive there. They don't fly.
Yeah.
That's why it's economy. Yeah, we just drive down the freeway.
We're going to drive a plane. No one would suspect a plane in the Cannonball run. No one would suspect a thing.
What, Margaret? This is the weirdest telemetry I've ever seen.
Yep.
See, either something's really gone haywire here, or there's an airplane in the road. Right.
Okay, wait a minute. So these women have been driving in this race for some time. The Smothers Brothers just drove to the airport.
Yeah.
So these women haven't gotten any further than the airport?
Oh, no, hold on. This is the Las Vegas airport. So they went from Washington, D.C. They went to Dulles Airport in Washington, here to Las Vegas Airport.
Oh, that's right, because they stayed in Las Vegas for a couple nights. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, okay, okay, that makes sense.
And steering capability. And you do have a place to spend $50,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, we now begin our new, unique feature, the Fly Drive Tour of the United States.
So they are going to drive a plane.
Only way.
Logical.
Hopefully there's no hills in between there.
I don't know how fast, if you took a plane's wings off and had jet engines, how fast a plane could actually get.
Probably pretty fast. It'd be impossible to control with those little teeny tiny wheels.
I would think steering would be an issue, yes. Straight away would be fine, but...
Even then, all the little corrections you do to stay straight, and now your wheel is like this big.
Mascara. I want a lot of mascara. What? It's good, Chief. Makes your eyes pop out on television. There we go.
Huh. Whoever it is with that mirror, I want his badge number. I'll personally crack a single mirror on his head. What's he saying?
I hope this message doesn't come at an inopportune time.
Look, can't you make these things more concise?
How about you use a radio? Because you're cops and you all have radios.
Cannonballers on the...
Unless they're thinking the Cannonballers all have like broadcasts.
Hear what?
CB radios.
Is it just me, or have the Cannonballers not really caused much mayhem whatsoever?
Not really. Not especially, no. Well,
really
they did take the wings.
Yeah, well,
wings off
kind
the
of.
plane.
They didn't really do that, though, really. It was kind of
Carthaginians
that terrorist guy that made that happen.
Yeah.
God help me, I do love it so.
He's an anachronism, this one. Yeah, pure warrior. Can't buy that. Red India. Oh, while I think of it, Chief, you think you could get me one of those little handguns?
Use mine. It's the new stealth model.
Oh.
What?
Hey, respect to Peter Boyle on proper improv handgun technique.
That's
there.
right. That's right.
No, Chief, I think you'll be president.
I'm going to sleep.
What a weird joke.
This whole part of the movie has just been strange. Like, what's going on
Yeah.
here? We go from John Candy digging around in some lady's crotch to now we're driving a plane down the street.
I do not speak English too good.
French? Français?
Ouais, français. Vous parlez français?
No, petit parler, no parler, no speak of French.
You would like my penis?
Excuse me?
You would like my penis?
I'm on my way to meet my wife, my kids, 2 kids. I got 3 kids. A big reunion.
You would like my penis?
This is just weird. This is just a weird bit.
It's just not my thing, okay?
I'm guessing he's trying to give him his peanuts.
Yeah, of course he is.
Peanuts. Oh, sure. Thank you very much. I thought you were talking about something else.
Now let's go to the bathroom and fuck.
What a useless scene.
Yeah.
No, because he wasn't talking about something else. He was speaking French, you know?
Yeah.
This is a momentary obstacle. Mustn't panic. Keep your belt on.
Get in the car, Alec.
What are you going to do?
Get in the car, Alec. I'm gonna
He's gonna jump over.
Turn that frown upside down, right
Jump over it like he did last time.
It is going to be a jump, isn't it? Jumping has solved a lot of problems in this movie.
You know, you accept like weird jump, like magical jump in like the Blues Brothers, right? But I mean, this hasn't been that kind of movie. Well, I guess you know they skipped a car across a pond at one point. So
Just odd. It's like half real movie, half comedy,
yeah.
half Smothers Brothers vehicle. I don't really know, you know.
I don't know what's going on there, yeah.
They have to do with the movie at all yet, but
Their bits have been pretty good, though.
their bits have been okay, but it's like, you know, oh, we found a lost Sam Kinison routine, and then we just spliced it into an actual motion picture. You know, it's just odd.
Yeah.
Chief, what are you going to do with them?
Chief, over here. What are your plans? When are the Cannonballers going to arrive?
Excuse me, please. I believe the Chief has a statement he'd like to make.
Cannonballers.
As an American senator, I will uphold the laws of this great nation of ours, just as you see me doing today.
What's that?
With total repression for all who deviate.
No, that!
Holy crow.
To plow through all the cop cars.
Pretty impressive stunt.
Chief, you okay? That pilot will never fly in this town again.
Look!
I think they're just big enough hole for all the Cannonballers to get through.
Stand down! Right, let's get out of here.
They're stealing the cop car. There has to be consequences for that.
Apparently, and apparently not.
Strong man.
I gotta do everything myself.
Oh, now Peter Boyle's going to be in the fast car.
Now we're talking.
Yeah.
You know, that cloud of dust is so cinematic. It looks so good in a movie.
Yeah.
I do agree with you on that.
What were the Foley artists for this movie we're doing? Is it just like they're just recording car sounds? Do you think it's just a guy in a room just going?
Probably the way it's like the way we do our car sounds off the top of this program.
Yeah. The talented Foley artist.
At least signal, Chief, please.
Doing it all with his mouth in a glass. Just
I'd like to find out that Michael Winslow was doing all sound effects for all movies ever released.
It just happened to just only front of camera appearance at Police Academy.
Trying to save the farm.
Ooh, well, that narrows it down, doesn't it?
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, there were only about 9,000 movies where women were trying to save their farms or their factories or their rivers or their trees.
Come on, Charlie, don't be a poor sport.
Well, it's not much to go on. I mean, James Caan was pretty obvious. I told you played Sonny in The Godfather. He got killed halfway through the movie in a toll booth. Let's be fair. I mean, I gave you a whole lot of extra information on that one.
You're being a real baby, Charlie.
It's weird that this is like just voiceover.
One lousy little hint that makes me a baby?
Okay. She won an Oscar in 1986.
In 86, that would be, who is it? That's, give me a hint.
Nope.
Come on, give me another hint.
It is cute that they're playing like guess the actors while they're in a high-speed chase.
You mean Sissy Spacek?
Right, that's her.
The cops were in hot pursuit.
Wait a second, I got it now. She's real good looking. She was in King Kong.
Come on, Charlie.
She played that picture with Jack Nicholson, the postman thing. Wait a second, Jessica.
Jessica Lange.
Nope. Did you give up?
Yeah.
Sally Field.
Oh, Sally Field, sure.
Okay, your turn.
Okay, it's a person who's not in
You drive the rest of I enjoyed that backwards. I'll drive the rest of the trip that way.
Sort of like they're running from the cops. Presumably the cops will get the license plate of this. I mean, they'd be able to find these people. It's not like these people will just disappear afterwards.
No, it wasn't Duncan. That was a total fraud. That was a bad idea.
No, Jack, it was not a bad idea. It was a good idea. We gotta take chances, have some fun.
Thank you. But you know what? I can't do what you can do. I mean, I could never cover the Senate or the UN. I'm just...
As good as anybody.
All I could cover was a cross-country illegal cannonball race. That's all I'm
Then I got us involved in somehow.
Thanks.
Welcome to sunny California.
Well, I tell you, I had a little problem with the car here. I don't know really what happened to it.
You got a problem, all right. You got to come with me.
Where we're going?
Hey, wait a minute. Aren't you Richard Petty?
Sometimes.
Hey, well, will you do me a favor? I'm a big fan of yours, and I'd really love to have your autograph before I run you in.
Before you run me in?
Yeah, you got to come with me. You're one of them cannonballers.
Oh, no. You got to go downtown?
How do you use this thing? Just like a regular phone. What's the number of the...
I'm assuming that was an actual NASCAR racer or something.
I guess so.
Yeah, that's Richard Petty, man.
Oh, Richard Petty.
Richard Pettyman.
Yep.
Tom Petty's
No, not Richard Pettyman. Richard Petty. Man, I had a space,
Okay,
But-
he says it with a pause. Richard Petty,
Yeah.
man, is how he says his name. I understand.
Yeah, that's right.
It's hyphen. It's hyphen.
Now listen up and listen.
I remember seeing ads for him watching WCW because it was on Ted Turner's station.
Hey, hold on. So you were watching wrestling, and a commercial
Yeah.
for Tom Petty came on. It's like, boom, available now at your local retailers.
I just want to point out that Peter Boyle has tried to call someone on the car phone and it's auto-dialed this old couple again. So now they've gotten another call. It's just random.
That's pretty solid.
The police superintendent trying to order more cops.
That's pretty solid.
That's solid. That's pretty solid.
Got a Volkswagen Beetle there too.
Order your own, Richard Petty, please. Send $9.95 to P.O. Box.
Well, Ted Turner must have been a sponsor of his, perhaps, maybe.
Well, yeah, he was in auto racing, and so he was in everything. Ted Turner, he had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, I think he's still alive, isn't he?
Yeah, I don't think he does it. I think he's retired though. He probably still owns a bunch of this shit.
Oh yeah.
I don't think he runs it anymore. He used to run it.
Couldn't swing a cat without hitting Ted Turner there.
Sugar, that ain't victory. That's the ocean. Oh, I
think the guy who came up with that saying in the first place, everybody was like, "Whoa, Jim, what the hell are you talking about?"
Why do you want to swing a cat? What are you talking about?
And how long have you been swinging cats for? Yeah.
That's how you measure distance. Is how far a cat can be
How far you
swung.
can swing a cat? What were some of the other ones? Boy, it's getting so you can't, punch her. It's getting so you can't punch an Italian without.
Don't you come within the amount of blood it sprays from my child's head away from me.
Yeah.
Can't drive a car into a crowd without hitting Ted Turner.
Yeah, exactly.
That tells you where movie stars live. Is that the only map they had?
He's all right. I find Santa Monica Pier. Well, how do we get there?
Actually, I guess I should have said you can't skip a car across a lake without
yeah.
hitting Ted Turner.
Yeah,
that
there
was
you go.
weird that they opened with that.
It had nothing to do with anything. It was just a joke.
No.
Got a Devo song going on here.
Drive it. And drive it good. Can it be stupid?
Hey, it's the Hollywood sign.
Yeah, there it is.
Right.
You know, I got a feeling we're gonna win this thing. I'm gonna win the Cannonball. I'm gonna be famous.
We'll both be famous.
And arrested.
And me as an actress on divorce court.
Those are actors on divorce court?
Yeah, that's how good they are. You don't even know that they're acting. So I guess I'll be in really excellent company, which is good when you're just starting out.
Yeah.
Leo got me the contract.
I never thought I'd say this, but he's actually a great guy.
I'm not so sure, Charlie. He can be mean.
Well, how long have you known him?
2 weeks.
Oh, well, there you go. You see, it's taken me 14 and a half, 15 years to get to know him. He's got one of those personalities, you know? It's kind of a difficult thing to put a finger on it, but he's okay.
But he makes me wear a bunny costume and ties me up.
Seems to be something wrong with the brakes.
Brakes are cannonballing.
Uh-oh.
What are we gonna do, Charlie?
Go faster.
We got no brakes. We're out of control.
You drive like my grandmother!
All right.
Your grandmother drives like a reckless
And a
maniac.
cannonball? Yeah.
Just my luck.
Boy, they drive fast here in L.A.
Oh, Charlie.
Okay, here we go. Hang on. All right, I got it now.
Hey, it's breaking there.
I've been taking you over 10 miles. Hey, you dropped this back there.
Thanks a lot.
Is that Lawrence Taylor?
Charlie.
Who's that?
I don't know who that is.
Nah.
Is he a famous runner?
I'm guessing.
LT, he's a football player.
Isn't he dream?
Oh.
They should have had him in football clothes then.
He's famous for smoking crack there, you know?
Oh, is he?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
One would guess that he'd be
Well, then
famous
why
for
didn't
running
you
or
say
something.
he's a crack smoker? You said he's a football player.
I know. What was I thinking, right?
I'm trying to see if I see his name on here.
Looked like him. LT, he called himself.
I've got the Whitman! They're in my grasp! Come on, Alex! Oh, the one Vic! The Jag wins! Yeah, but we're not in the Jag! It doesn't matter, Vic! The Jag wins
It is my way.
The research department so far has determined that inconclusive.
Yep. Can't see Lawrence Taylor on here. Richard Petty, however, played himself. Oh, the guy who played the bad and the good, the bad, and the ugly, the grandpa there. Yeah. This was his last movie.
Oh my God!
His final film appearance: stone skipping grandpa in Speed Zone / Cannonball, whatever this was.
That's a good way to go. Good way to finish her off, you know?
Check it out, it's Michael.
Something horrible.
Who's driving a Blue Jay?
Hey, Michael Spinks. I knew this guy was a guy.
Michael Spinks. Okay, yeah, okay.
Boxer or something.
Yeah, because he had a cool name. We mentioned, Spinks. That's a cool name. So who won? We missed who won?
I don't know. I think Joe Flaherty's car won.
Yeah.
The White House. But I tried to help you. You got a popcorn plate? Hey.
Yes, yes. Just bring my car around and give it a hot whack.
I love that he did the fake. He wound up with the right and then socked him with the left.
Yeah.
Good move. Anybody out there, if you ever get in a street fight, wind up your non-dominant hand, so they're expecting the punch from there, and then
with the
Howie with the dominant hand, win every time.
I'm sorry I was going to kill you.
I think there should be some testing done on this because I don't believe winding up your arm increases the power of the punch.
Hey, well, why don't we ask a Mr. Popeye if it does? Because it didn't work for him.
You mean something legit?
In fact, I could even help you get started.
Okay.
So these guys did win because he's not going to kill him now, and he's talking about investing money.
No? Is that a good place for investments?
Would I steer you wrong?
This has been the most exciting time of my life.
Mine too.
It makes one realize how much fun life can be.
Oh, isn't that the truth?
And how you should take advantage of every moment.
Yeah.
Everybody gets another ending here.
Now listen, we lose the race. Do you hear me? I laugh at you, Donato. And another thing, I give the cat to a friend of mine. That's right, the papers are in my name, so I give it to him. He helped me finish the race, and he's a nice guy. Not like you, Donato, a bum. And your wife, Marisa, she sleeps with all the mechanics. This I know. And another thing, I stay here in America. And if you don't like it, Donato, you can go from hell. Tell Mama I love her.
I can't believe it. I'm an embarrassment to the scientific community. They'll never take me back at MIT.
Oh, now, Sugar, don't be so hard on yourself.
Why not? Your thing works. You could tell where cops were based on their uniform.
Yeah,
and there was a plane.
Stay here and get into a little marine biology. Huh? I'll have one of those rocket scientists explain it to you.
Oh, Todd? You know him?
No, but one of them's always named Todd. Come on, I'll introduce you.
Come on, let's go have sex with these men.
Yeah,
for
don't
no
worry
reason.
about MIT taking you back into your esteemed position there. Just come have sex with a surfer guy.
Van Sloan's never quit. Never quit. Winners.
And now the Smothers Brothers. Skiing down the road. Oh, they're gonna fall in the ocean. Oh, hijinks.
Wow.
It's like this movie just gave up on the ending. Like, I don't know. Who knows? Who cares?
I guess they ski into the pier. I don't know. Whatever.
I wanted John Candy to win. I want him to win the thing.
Gonna get the girl though.
Yeah.
You're very special.
Yeah, he still won in a way.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
I hope that one day when you're a big movie star, you'll still talk to me.
Oh, I will. I'll never be like that.
Tiffany! Tiffany! I've been looking all over for you.
that was pretty good.
Actually. Cronin, driving with the brakes on? Just kidding. You did a great job. Baby, come on. I have to go.
No, you don't have to go. He said, baby, come on to her. Unless you assumed he was talking to you.
Let's go, baby.
Good luck on horse course.
I missed you. I really did. Couple of things. The house didn't work out because, you know, the rents here in Los Angeles are really murder. But I got us a lovely little room at the Motel 6. You're going to love it. And I think you're going to have to lay a little low for the next couple of weeks because my wife is coming into town. And, you know, I think she's starting to get a little...
Punch him out and go back to John Candy already.
John Candy.
Come on. Take the fat guy over the old philanderer.
Yeah. And pick up that glass you just threw, too. It's a beach.
What's that got to do with it? We had a deal.
I'll accept the contract for the TV show, but I can't be your hussy.
Oh, so the entire advantage that I get out of the contract, I miss out on. And you get to have the TV show. That sounds fair.
I don't care.
Lighten up, Leo.
Well, he got to keep the BMW jacket. It's her title.
Got it? And it's for you.
She's contractually obligated to be a hussy. Didn't you hear that?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. Punched his sunglasses right off.
You did that for me.
Yeah.
No, I did it because he slapped me in the face.
Did you not see him slap me in the face?
Yeah,
Like, Jesus
that wasn't
Christ.
for you.
He punches her out, too.
I guess John Candy, I guess, was tougher than you know, like his persona he often played in movies. There was a story, I think it was O'Rourke told, where they were at a party, like it was all like SNL, like Second City guys.
Right.
And Chevy Chase was being a jerk, as Chevy Chase often is, and John Candy just had enough and put him in a headlock. And had him in a headlock for like a half an hour at the party, just walking around, still drinking, talking to people. Chevy Chase under his arm going, "It's not funny anymore, John. Let me go."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to our TVs here. We can discuss this a little further.
Now they're all reliving the race in bumper car form. That's adorable.
Yeah. And then they play a real song at the end to try to like screw it all up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was Cannonball Fever.
That's Cannonball Fever, also known as Speed Zone.
Speed Zone.
That wasn't completely horrible. I mean, there were some funny moments in it, right? It's like they just gave up on the movie at the end. But I mean, the other ones always ended, like the other two ended in some weird, like the first one they had to stop mobsters or something, and then the next one there was some big fight at the end where they all had to have a big fight, and it was just, well, what's this have to do with the race? It doesn't have, it's some weird action sequence for no reason. This one didn't do that. I mean, you got to give it that. It was just, you know, sticking to the race.
I haven't seen any of the other Cannonball movies, so I couldn't compare it there, but I thought it seemed like it was like 5 movies put together.
Yeah, they weren't really sure what they were doing, I think. That was the main problem. They weren't really sure what tone they wanted to do. Is it just this like Airplane where it's just ridiculous, or is it like a comedy, so exaggerated, but you know, not car skipping across a lake exaggerated.
Well, that's what they open with, so you're expecting the tone to be more Airplane style, right? Like they open with that. It wasn't like that was just a joke thrown in at the end of the movie.
Yeah. And then the Brooke Shields bit, like it was just weird.
Right, yeah. I thought it was pretty great. I thought it was better than all the Fast and Furious flicks that I've seen.
Fair.
Yeah, there you go. Fair.
And did a lot for racing movies in general, I think. It had a lot of different cars in there.
Yeah. I hope the next Fast and Furious movie has this tone. This is, people are done with the action heist thing. Let's just go comedy with it. We just got to race across the country. That's it.
The one flaw, I think, with this movie is they never outdid their best joke. A fat man destroying a shed by falling over.
They started at the top, and then they couldn't keep it up. What was your favorite, actually your favorite joke in the movie? What was your favorite gag that you laughed and went, "Oh, that's pretty funny"?
A fat man falling through a building.
I don't know. That's a good question. This movie kind of shell-shocked me in a way because I thought like it was like trying to be serious and half funny and half serious, and I think the Smothers Brothers part could have just been cut out entirely, and they would not even be
wouldn't even
whatsoever.
notice.
You wouldn't even notice. I guess my favorite bit was the John Candy part with the cigarette where he dropped it between her crotch.
I kind of liked them playing that movie game when they were, in a very serious run where they were just like, oh, okay, I got one. It's a person, famous person. They're playing like 20 questions, trying to avoid the cops. That was genuinely cute. You know.
I'd agree with that.
Yeah. Cool. Well, there you go. So, what did you think of Cannonball Fever, everybody? Yeah. Write in the comments below.
Write it down.
Write it down. Here, that's a homework assignment.
Okay, 50 words. I want to see 50 words on what you thought about Cannonball Fever by this time next week. All right, everybody?
Compare and contrast with Cannonball Run and Cannonball Run 2.
And please, if you have any outside sources, please cite them.
Did you miss Jackie Chan's car? Were you like, I am disappointed, Jackie Chan? There were a lot of other cars to replace it, true, but I do miss Jackie Chan's car from the second one.
If they never mentioned Jackie Chan's car, nobody would have ever expected any Jackie Chan anything.
That was very strange to have in that little synopsis thing. That was very weird.
I wouldn't even recognize Jackie Chan's car unless it said Jackie Chan's car on it.
Or Jackie Chan was driving it.
It was the second one. It was a high-tech car. It was a weird high-tech car. Richard Kiel was the driver, 7'2", Jaws from James Bond. Richard Kiel was the driver, and Jackie Chan. I think he was supposed to be Japanese, and he was like doing all this it was a high tech computer car. So he took care of like the computer systems, right, and the high techness of the car. It could be stealth. It's like that. It's like the women with that thing that could do anything. The car could do anything.
Cool.
So yeah. That was in the second one.
Yes, it's like you go and see The Godfather, in the theaters, like Godfather. This movie does not have Hulk Hogan's motorcycle in it. Just so everybody's aware of that.
Just everyone aware. Don't worry, there's plenty of other motorcycles in it to replace it. But don't expect Hulk Hogan's motorcycle.
Yeah.
All right, that was good stuff. Cool. It was Cannonball Fever. Not horrible.
Well, we forgot to ask. I mean, I'm just a guest here, so I forgot to ask what the actual host of this show thought of it. Darth, what did you think? I mean, James, not Darth.
You should not have come back.
Okay, I know. Yeah. That's pretty cruel. All right.
He didn't like it. Didn't care for Cannonball Fever.
I think that was directed towards me, saying that I shouldn't have come back.
Oh, I see.
I should have just stayed outside.
Too, yeah, you're in his house now.
That's right.
Well, there you go. I can tell people that I have now seen all 3 Cannonball Run movies, and when I tell people that, they'll go, "There's 3 Cannonball Run movies," and I say, "Yeah." No one talks about the last one, and there's a reason.
So,
it's too good.
Too good for the series. Too hip for the room.
There is even more delicious June candy coming up next week, so everybody can get ready to sink their teeth into that. And we'll see you then. Like the video, follow the channel, subscribe to the channel. Write good improv in your manifesto if you do something, okay?
Yeah. Cable says bye.
How
Take a hike.
possible?
Bye.
Bye, everyone.